Welcome to episode 16 of the Kyber Show. This is Kin, and thank you for watching the conclusion of our 5th month of GACs that I've covered with Skeltrix. This is the end of Grand Arena Championship Season 12, and now we have a week off before we start Season 13, which is 5v5 with ships. Let's check out the fights we have for this last week of 3v3s. I'm going to review 2 fleet battles in this week's episode as well. Since that's not going to change in 5v5s, there's still going to be 2 fleets for Div 1 and Div 2. So let's take a look. How often do you see a fight with Cad Bane versus DENGAR leads? Not very often. It's a good fight. DENGAR is a great defensive lead, and while it's unlikely we'll actually get our contract off with Cad's lead, his lead also gives 100% potency, which is great for helping us control the fight, which you can see with the turn meter removal and the stuns from Cad and Greedo. And look at Greedo crit away like that. Even with DENGAR's lead, that's pretty good, the damage. Removing more buffs. Daka getting in the stuns is very helpful too. Double tap from Cad does great work. DENGAR is extremely tanky, of course. But here, really no problem finishing it up. Look at those crits from Greedo, that's amazing. But this is a great battle. There's not a lot of non-G12s or G13s that you see on this show, but I know a lot of people are facing those, even in Division 1. Plenty of people don't have G12s, G13s for everything. Very nice 51-point win. Great fight. Alright, here we have Resistance versus First Order, a classic match. Although we're a bit outgeared here. Alright, not a great start. Stunned, and Resistance Hero Finn does not get to go first and pass on Inspiration to Poe. And we're not that fast either, which is uncommon for the Resistance. Maybe not modded so well, or the First Order team is modded really well. One way or another, really there's only one move to do here, the stun. Finn does his cleanse and taunt, that's extremely helpful. Now finally, Resistance Hero Finn gives out resistance and starts that, or inspiration and starts that going. And Poe passes it on. Trying to get down First Order Officer, smart move. You can start seeing some white damage showing up whenever the inspired characters hit the enemy. That's because of Poe's Spark of Resistance Theta unique. Anytime an inspired ally deals damage, that ally also deals 10% additional damage, 10% of the target's health is additional damage. It's quite useful. Alright, here we go. First Order Officer is almost down. And now we're going for a Daze and Stagger Optic Onslaught. Smart choice on a Stormtrooper to stop his counterattacks. And lands them both. That's very nice. Another cleanse by Finn. OG Finn. Finally here taking down First Order Officer. Yeah, and those white numbers really add up. Okay, should be close to taking down the Stormtrooper now. Now it's really just a question of can you kill KRU? The team looks to be pretty well modded, and even at G12, I don't know G12 plus how many pieces, KRU is quite tanky. If the fight was over here or in the next 30 seconds, it would be a timeout for sure. However, I think we'll see. Yeah, look at the hits. Even Finn's big hit is not doing that much damage. However, and there's no healing immunity here either, which is really how many teams win against KYLO. KYLO Unmasked. However, now you'll start seeing the wonderful part of the OG Finn kit, which is his takedown ability. That's his second special. This can stack up to 500% damage, and it's 50% plus damage each time he hits a target with it. So 10 times and he's fully stacked. His basic also stacks. It takes 10 times to fully stack, but it's only 10% of the time, so you only get plus 100% damage. His takedown special is really the key. But you'll see here how much damage it's doing over time. And this is one of the reasons that the Finn and the Purse Bros both Finns and Poe, many different ways to call the team. Why they do so well, not only in the burst damage, but also in the long game on offense. Yeah, look at that. Very nice, easy 53-point win. Easily would have been 54 if Otto wasn't on, but great job. Now one of the fleet battles. Here we have Akbar versus Akbar. All about who goes first and gets the TM train going. Watch This is always first, but now he uses Punch It instead of a basic. When Bistan's U-Wing is on your side, it's always, 99% of the time, it's better to use a basic because you have a chance for a crit, and Bistan gives out turn meter, so when you have a crit, you have a chance to get your turn meter train going. Here we see they almost took out Rebel Y-Wing, but now the enemy's not turn meter, but the assists were going crazy. Almost lost. Oh well, there goes our Biggs, and almost lost our Bistan as well. But here, Cassian comes in, clears out all the debuffs, and then uses his big assist attack on Hound's, the enemy Han's Millennium Falcon. So the fight should be basically over. Just clean up. Shouldn't be any real chance of losing. Getting stealth back on Bistan would be nice. He does more damage. Okay, took out the Phantom very well. Could have been a cleanse on Bistan. Oh, there goes Bistan. He's down. Any assists with the... Okay, perfect. Oh, now probably the Ghost will come in and do some banner reduction. That's what he's best at. A basic there might have been a good choice instead of not being able to go immediately again. Anyway, this should be over here in just a moment. You have to be really careful with these fights against Tome 1, whether it's a mirror where you're faster, or whether it's some situation where they just have a less optimal fleet without Bistan, for instance. But they're excellent point stealing teams if you don't take them out as quickly as possible. But there we go, that's it. Nice cleanup, but that 61 could have been a 64 or a 66 if the first moves would have gone a little bit smoother. Good fight. Here we have another Malevolence versus Home 1, Akbar's ship. Should be an easy win. Talking about 5% chance, there's one of the times where the enemy's Han's Millennium Falcon uses the basic. Okay, going for a stun there, not a bad move because it would wear off. You always have to be careful when going against, especially with Malevolence, when going against the Home 1 fleets, well, Han's Millennium Falcon, because you have to keep account of the debuffs. Anytime there are more than 2, 3 or more, Han's Millennium Falcon will automatically cleanse them. So right here, the AoE is not a good choice because it gives one more debuff, offense down, and then they get cleansed. Could have gone for a stun on the Rebel Y-Wing, the basic. You don't get a buzzy droid, but you do prevent, or you keep the existing buzzies on longer, and probably could have taken out Biggs. Okay, luckily did not get a buff immunity there. Yeah, you really have to be careful with the AoE offense down from Malevolence against Home 1. Oftentimes not a great choice. The stun landed, but there's 3 debuffs, so it gets cleansed. Again, debuff counting is very important here. Buzzies aren't on everybody. And now there's 3 ships here. So when you have a chance for reinforce, okay, just 2. Okay, right here, I would definitely bring in the spy. You're guaranteed to land the Force Taunt on Han's Millennium Falcon and probably take it out. Not guaranteed, but probably. Instead, Ghost comes in and steals your old banners. And the ability blocks make it quite annoying. Stun on Ghost is nice. That was a wasted ability on Buzz Droid. On Phantom because of the foresight. On the stun, can't hurt anything. Hopefully can hit him once and take him out. Nope, gotta heal instead. Very lucky. Oh, they are gonna take out some fact. Very lucky there's no Bistan in this lineup. It makes the two at once. It makes the Akbar home 1 fleets much more dangerous at the beginning for Malevolence in particular. There's a 30-40% chance you're going to lose just in the first couple of moves. Okay, Spy comes in finally. Does land it on Hans Millennium Falcon, but I think he used the assist call on the wrong target there. It should have been on Hans Millennium Falcon. Oh, landed Buzzies everywhere. That's very nice. Okay, with the ultimate, it's a guaranteed win now. Stuns the capital ship and takes away all their protection and buffs. So easy cleanup. Good win, but if the couple of moves were made differently earlier, it could have been again a 62 to 64, but a good win nonetheless. This is a fascinating fight of the week. So this is a fantastic move to use at the beginning, suborbital strike, to attempt to land Daze on AV and DACA to stop their TM gain. Right away, Zombie goes down. Now it's a question of who can they take out. Going for AV. ASAJ VENTRESS took her out once. Now DACA or VENTRESS with the basic. Should be VENTRESS here, going for DACA. A bit greedy. Now going back to VENTRESS. Doesn't work. Buffs dispelled and healed up. But they recover quite quickly. The weaker Zombie makes a huge difference here. Okay, DACA doesn't die quickly. The counterattacks are nice from Piet for sure, especially since his basic calls others with Emperor's Trap. And now Fear landed. Keep in mind, Fear doesn't actually prevent your, you'll see here when AV takes her turn. Yeah, your Emperor's Trap debuffs or buffs are reset, but it doesn't stop the troopers from making a 54-point win. Piet is awesome in 3v3s. That's a perfect example why you can make some mistakes, still recover for 54. Great fight. Thank you for watching another episode. I've really enjoyed 3v3s, but I'm really looking forward to this upcoming 5v5 season. Not only will it have more people with Jedi Master Luke and Sith Eternal Emperor, but it also has IG-11, Quill, and certainly a few people who will have wailed on Moff Gideon, who looks to elevate the Imperial troopers to all new heights. And as a GAC enthusiast, as well as an avid player, I'm more excited for this season of GAC than I have been in a long time. And who isn't looking forward to hearing little bitty Grogu make his adorable? Maybe not, but anyway. Until then, thanks again for watching. Enjoy your week off, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Cheers.